man.
It's okay. I emailed it to him so he'll see it. Because I realized I sent him the wrong link.
I really.
Ready for a journey that expands your mind beyond the horizon. Join us at the 11th Annual Chess and Community Conference on March 23rd in Athens, Georgia. Come witness the fusion of chess and innovation and be inspired by our collaboration with NASA and Chess in Slums Africa. Young minds, cosmic vision, innovation across borders, because we are taking chess to new dimensions. You are the future of chess and community. Register now and take your place among the stars. This is not just an event, it's a cosmic exploration. See you there.
A lot of youth and even adults are very impulsive. We just
So I invite you to take this opportunity to reach out and connect with someone new.
Yeah, connect. Hi. Hello. It's me.
Today, we are joined virtually by audience from Nigeria, Uganda, Kenya, South Africa, Malawi, and the Dominican Replublic. No matter our background, race, or religion, we are all united by our commitment to building a better and brighter future for all. Thank you for all your continued support and enjoy the rest of the conference.
I'm not sure. There isn't one. There you go. Good job. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Kareem Monken, and I want to say thank you to the sponsors of the 2024 Chess Community Conference. This year, our sponsors are University of Georgia, Habitat for Humanity, Representative Spencer Fry, the East Carson Foundation, Barbados, Dr. Ed and Susan Wisdom, Grizzly Rise and Lemonade Transportation, Dr. Robinson Foundation, 3D Champion, and Kathy Prescott and Grady Fashion. Today wouldn't have been possible without your support, and I'm truly grateful. Being part of Chess Community has given me so many wonderful memories and opportunities to learn and grow. Your generosity has made a real difference in my life and the lives of others. Thank you to each and every one of you for supporting Chess Community.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Jaden Mulamuto, and I want to talk to you about Dr. Jennifer Scott. Dr. Jennifer Scott is a highly experienced career educator with a strong commitment to providing quality education and addressing educational inequities. With over 25 years of classroom and leadership experience, Jennifer has dedicated her skills and talents to creating inclusive and culturally responsive learning environments that foster success for all students. Currently serving as the Deputy Superintendent for Academics and Student Supports in the Clark County School District, Jennifer oversees a wide range of crucial areas, including leadership development, curriculum and instruction, student support services, special education, innovation strategy and governance, federal programs, and family and community engagement. Her extensive expertise and leadership play a pivotal role in shaping the district's educational policies and initiatives. Beyond her role in the Clark County School District, Jennifer actively contributes to the field of education as a leadership consultant with the University of Virginia, where she helps develop the professional capacity of educators. She also serves as a facilitator for professional learning and is presented at esteemed conferences such as the University Council of Education and Administration Annual Conference and the University of Georgia Early Career Principal Residency. Additionally, Jennifer has been invited as a guest lecturer at the University of Georgia, where she shares her expertise in qualitative research, and at Piedmont University, where she imparts her knowledge on classroom culture and climate. While Jennifer's career is undeniably important to her, her greatest joy comes from her family. She cherishes spending quality time with her husband Larry and their two sons, Trey and Jonathan. Their support and love provide her with inspiration and motivation to continue making a positive impact in the field of education. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. And thank you so much for that introduction. I am delighted to be here on behalf of the Clark County School District and our superintendent, Dr. Robbie Hooker, to bring you greetings and celebrate with you on today's Chess and Community Conference. So I had the opportunity this morning to spend some time with my table mate, Mr. Tyler Kendall back there, who is the recipient of the Young Genius Award. And so I want to give a shout out to Tyler and his family. And in my conversations, I asked Tyler, what makes you a genius? And he said the support really and truly of Mr. Robinson at Gaines Elementary and their bids group. And so we know that it takes a community and it takes a village to truly impart upon our youth and provide them with the supports that they need in order to achieve goals. And it's all about setting and achieving goals. And so when we think about and experience the negative and harmful things that we see happening with our youth every day in society, then it truly is heartwarming and refreshing, and it gives me hope that to witness events such as this that really impart positive things for our youth and provide them with that positive outlet. So as a school district, we recognize and embrace our responsibility to prepare our students and be the purveyors of opportunities that really allow them to embrace a future that is bright and prosperous, where they can set and achieve goals with the support of those who are around them. But we also recognize that this is not something that we can do on our own. So we embrace opportunities for organizations such as this and the role that they play in ensuring that our children get what they need. The role of community organizations and resources in nurturing the growth and development of our youth cannot be understated. Research consistently demonstrates the profound impact that community-based initiatives have on shaping the lives of young individuals, providing them with invaluable opportunities for growth, learning, and empowerment. The work that Chess and the community does to support the youth of Athens, Clark County, surrounding areas, and well beyond is commendable. The game of chess stands as a timeless pursuit that transcends mere entertainment and emerges as a powerful tool for fostering critical thinking skills and problem-solving abilities. As educators and community leaders, we recognize the immense value of introducing our youth to the strategic intricacies of chess, as it not only hones their cognitive faculties, but also instills in them invaluable life lessons, such patience, perseverance, and resilience. To the youth participating in today's events, I extend heartfelt well wishes. May your moves be strategic, your focus unwavering, and your spirits brimming with excitement. Remember, every move on the chessboard is not just a step towards victory, but also a step towards personal growth and development. Thank you to the leaders of chess and community for your vision and unwavering dedication to the well-being and success of our community. Thank you to the speakers who will impart wisdom and guidance to our youth. And thank you to the volunteers who have chosen to give of their time and energy to pour in our youth today. Together, let us continue to inspire, uplift, and empower one another, ensuring a future where every individual can flourish and thrive. Thank you for your time today and have a wonderful time. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Dr. Callahan, and I'm introducing the Thinking Before You Move Scholarship. Every year, Chess in the community recognizes 3 outstanding high school students in Athens community. Our $1,000 scholarship is awarded for students who demonstrate exceptional persuasive writing skills while being academic and community service departments. Each year, the winners present their essays at the Chess Community Conference. The Think Before You Move Scholarship encourages writing and public speaking on challenging critical and important topics such as education reform and community awareness. This year's topic is, in an age of global changes, how can innovative technologies be used by young minds to solve significant international issues? Now I will welcome to the stage the first winner, Brianna Frazier.
Good morning.
Good morning.
In today's world, we'll go over challenges such as climate change, poverty, and political sustainability. It's important to recognize the role of mental health awareness, particularly among young minds. Researchers have found that 166 million adolescents, boys and girls, suffer from mental health conditions. Although many struggle, mental health is often overlooked in discussion and interracial issues. It's a fundamental aspect of human well-being and productivity. Despite its universal significance, mental health issues often face stigma, lack of resources, and neglect on interracial settings. Ending these stigma demands constant efforts, fostering empathy, education, and opening dialogue, empowering youth to confront their mental health challenges and present with compassion. Mental health awareness also plays a critical role in building resilience in climate-related stress issues, fostering coping methods, and promoting lifestyles. For example, anxiety disorders, substance abuse, and suicide further contribute to the global burden. As technology continues to overgrow, it's important to promote healthy habits among youth to address the negative effects and foster the relationship balance with technology. This is why I propose AI mentorship across all borders. I will bring my students to different colleges in the U.S. that are in healthcare classes and want to study abroad programs. The students and I will go to different countries and give different families and residents computers, tablets, and phones to the AI mentorship platform. The AI mentorship platform is a website that can be used that anybody has access to. On the website, there will be different AI agents that will be there to talk to you. They are all different. Some speak the same language as you, some even look like you. They are real people and have real emotions too. They will allow agents to be there for you and to help you. The platform can enhance community cohesion and support networks. As a result in this impact, they use resources for mental health. It can also address problems on a bigger scale, like for climate resilience and adaptation. By using digital tools and platforms such as my AI mentorship platform, we can amplify voices, raise awareness, and destigmatize conversations about mental health on a global scale. In conclusion, mental health conditions in youth is a problem across all borders. I believe my AI mentorship program will create comfort and connection for the youth. Therefore, by prioritizing mental health and empowering young individuals, this generation can be even better and have a negative life changes. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Jakai Jackson, and I am excited to introduce the second Think Before You Move scholar, Janai Jackson. Janai is a senior at Clark Central, and she has been an incredible role model in my life. She's intelligent, compassionate, and my older sister. After graduating from Clark Central, she plans to attend Fort Valley State University to major in elementary education. Janai has always been an inspiration to me, and I believe she will continue to inspire young minds to achieve their highest potential. Please welcome Janai Jackson.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Janai Jackson. I am honored to be a winning participant of the 2024 Think Before You Move Scholarship. I would like to begin with a significant quote from Queen Rania of Jordan. In education, technology can be a life changer. It can bring textbooks to life. It can connect students to their peers in other parts of the world. It can bridge quality gaps. This quote alone demonstrates the importance of education globally. Education is one of the global issues that we must address to progress in society. Research states that more than half of all children and adolescents worldwide are not meeting the minimum proficiency minimum standards of reading and mathematics. A certain demographic is being affected by this issue. This demographic consists of youth with learning disabilities and youth in poverty. Youth with learning disabilities do not process content at the same level as the average student. They often need personalized content resources to create a better living environment. In addition, youth in poverty are receiving fewer educational resources, such as computers, to thrive. These obstacles are depriving our youth from thriving society. Thankfully, progress has been made with the help of innovative technology like AI. Artificial intelligence. Thankfully, progress has been made with the help of innovative technology. One of the newest emerging technology is artificial intelligence, commonly known as AI. AI is a diverse yet complex system of technology that can help our youth AI can enable new forms of communication, address the variability in student learning, and support diversity.
Due to AI's sensational tools, I believe that we should use AI classrooms globally. This implementation also assists in supporting diversity in classrooms. Students with learning disabilities can feel comfortable in the classrooms as they navigate with constructed content to meet their specific needs. AI-like classrooms will achieve and provide youth harmony with proper educational resources that they can use regardless of their income level. Our youth deserves these opportunities. Ultimately, AI-like classrooms provide content to youth across borders no matter the situation. The impact of AI will resolve these issues such as lack of funding for educational resources and lack of engagement. I believe that through AI, we can not only transfer classrooms into positive environments, but the world as well. You can take the lessons learned from AI and spread them to others. This is why I propose their classrooms so they can fulfill the power of education. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Oscar Black, and I will be introducing the final 40 new scholar, Mr. Askia Shilton. Askia is a graduating senior from Clark Central High School and also an active member of the Iron Lion Education Administration Forum. Askia, after graduation, hopes to go to Life University or to Tuskegee University. Please welcome Askia Shilton.
Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a good day so far. I want to say thank you for Justice Community for allowing me to have this opportunity today. So, we live on the water, planet Earth, and our lives are completely interconnected with water at the inception of a hurricane. We grow and develop from the sap of water within the blue from mother. Like Mother Earth, our body is approximately 75% water. I'm thankful each day that we turn on the water and it's able to be clean and fresh and in abundance. I usually ask myself, what would life be like without access to clean water? According to the United Nations 2023 World Water Development Report, 2 billion people, or 26% of the population, do not have access to safe drinking water. And 3.6 billion, or 46% of the population, lack access to sanitized water. Water sanitization ensures the safety and quality of water. Water is a fundamental factor in human growth and development, as well as an overall well-being. When people do not have access to water that's clean and fresh, they often have to rely on rainwater harvesting or going to nearby rivers. This can be extremely risky if not properly handled, because of pathogens and other microbes that are present in the water. This is something I can relate to due to my family and I not always having access to clean water. My father regularly shared stories of his joy and pride as a child, being from one of the only families in this community to have access to water through an outdoor standpipe, which his entire extended family shared. I recall when I first moved to Georgia and see my father as an inspiring engineer as he set up a rainwater catchment system while laying on the foundation for our family estate. Not only have I heard stories from my family, but in 2017 I had the great opportunity to travel to Ethiopia with just a community through Knights of the Kings Open Hands program. While many aspects of the trip stand out to me in my memories, one important time was when the teens of Kutu Party at the community well. During the time at the well, I saw firsthand the hardships and difficulties collecting water among youth. From this experience, I was drawn to take part in summer internships like UJ Aeronautics, which is a water sanitation project, and Tuskegee University's forestry program. These experiences have inspired me to further my education to fight for global water. A solution that I've worked on to address the global water crisis is the farm bot. This piece of technology relies on AI that we have available to us right now. The farm bot allows us to explore smart water conservation and smart water management systems, where water quality can be tested, monitored, and used more effectively, as well as monitor moisture levels in the soil. This will allow water to be used more efficiently and effectively. The formula is open source, meaning that all aspects of the model are freely available to people, granted that they have access to the internet. So if you have access to it, you can access it, copy it, develop it, or make any kind of edits that you might want to make. By having it available to people around the world, it allows international cooperation and conversation among youth. With that being said, technology such as the FarmBot AI technology will allow us to make predictions and use water more efficiently. Water transcends borders, and it's something that we all need. This is why we need to do our part locally and internationally to ensure that we all have clean water. It is my generation that will be the ones to face the challenge of water scarcity. Therefore, we all must work together to take an active role in solving the global water crisis to affect future generations. Thank you all.
Good afternoon. My name is Xavier Williams, and I'm excited to present the Gregory I.T. Jones Young Genius Award. Each year, we recognize one elementary student from the community who demonstrated exceptional academic talent and award them with a cash prize. The Young Genius Award was created to honor Gregory I.T. Jones, a true genius who helped kickstart the early stages of Chesapeake community and made a positive impact on the lives of countless Athens youth. This award will help continue his legacy. The 2024 winner of the Young Genius Award is Taylor King. Good afternoon. I'm going to say I'm really thankful for this award, a member of the Young Genius Award, and I want to thank the community of chess.
Yeah!
Hello. Today, I will be presenting the Excellent Student Award to one exceptional student from the Chess and Community Bacon branch. This student has demonstrated leadership and a passion for learning. Please welcome the winner of the Excellent Student Award, Jalen Aliyu.
Just hand it to him. Just hand it to him.
I just learned about this like 10 minutes ago, so I don't know if I'm supposed to have like a speech or anything prepared, but thank you all for making this happen, not just the people who hosted the event, but the kids for showing up and making this someone's dream a reality and passing it on to more people. And just, I wish for new things, new life, because what I see, a lot of things have been remained stagnant, and I like the change that we as a community, not just as neighbors and people, not just as a gender, are making a change for the better. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is CJ Jones. I'll be introducing our first keynote speaker, Mr. Tunde Onakoya. Mr. Tunde is a chess master as well as the founder of Chess in Slums Africa, an international organization that uses the game of chess to empower youth from impoverished backgrounds, strengthening their academic, educational, and critical thinking skills. Please welcome Mr. Tunde Onakoya.
Okay, I'll just say this up. Good morning, everyone. You all agree against this one. And I'm really glad to be here. My name is Tunde Onakoya. I like to think of myself, first and foremost, as a dreamer. A couple of years ago, I came across life. I think it was a TED Talk video on YouTube. And it said something really profound in that speech that I never forgot. He said, and it's an African proverb, a child that is not embraced in a village will burn it down for its warmth. And I never stopped thinking about it because at the time I was researching very deeply to find the right language to communicate the value of chess and the work that I do to other people. And it felt like screaming in the void because a lot of people are very deeply selfish. And with time, you come to learn that empathy is a gift that a lot of people do not have. So people do not understand the essence of doing work and or ensure that every child has that sense of belonging to the community. Because if you don't do that will thrive. It will become the ability to that future that will constantly dream of. So my solution today is creating a future like those all of us. We're all gathered here today to talk about innovation across borders. And this incredible organization, Chess Community, is creating a sense of belonging. It's actually very different than every child is allowed to happen. Because every child has to come down, take advantage of true potential. first time we get electricity. Imagine if they were never allowed to happen. I won't have to organize. I will pay the price for not allowing that child to happen. Now, how will we be the future of these fathers? The future that relates to anyone because of their background, color, skin, where they're from. But a future where every child will become present. I'll tell you the story. This is my version of America. So me excited about it. I'm really curious. Incredible people, young people, I think going to small place, and you're going to be small in some things, and we have access to those things. When I was 10, I just wanted to be my first and said, listen, you can't go to school anymore. You have to drop out and support the family. Because education is such a long investment. And you have to policy is you need to survive, you need to work on next year. So there was no long-term thinking for our future that we cannot see. So we have to do something right now. So we can't need to survive. There was no chance for us to believe and you understand what I get from the future. So I said, okay. I'll do what I can to support the family. We'll be astronauts. Someday, they got a show on chess. And it was about a show where you can have games. And kids are shooting through the progress of the games. And I always wondered that the kids they have the opportunity that I didn't have. But I was didn't start the main school to learn. Again, I just wasted that time. I don't know about those days, the power was almost chess. I was first time I was a chess player. And I asked him, what does this mean? What's this? And he told me, well, this is one. I said, one? No, it's a one. So how does it one move? And I said, I was watching them. By watching, I was don't move them again. I was using that a lot of times in shows or even in the game. I was teaching fascinated first because I was drawn to the and second thing I really drew to chess was I'm the person that I always say this. Chess is the one game that gives you the opportunity to control your own outcomes. So there's no element of luck. And that was something I needed to know as a young 10-year-old kid from Tunde Onakoya that had never seen the world and had very little exposure. We lived in extreme poverty and my life trajectory was already defined by parents' poverty. And that is the true reality of poverty. Right? Like you're born into a family and your life just stays on this trajectory where you have very limited opportunities. Because it means not that much of that. But for the first time, the Bible told me that you have to put some work hard and study. And you have to and early towards the outcome of every kid. And that's what we have to do with every kid. So it's sad that the situation had nothing to do with me. I had no parts in it. And that means that you're trying to be poverty. That means that you and you struggle from that point. And change your life in very profound ways. And we like to talk about how chess have beautiful abilities and critical thinking. And that was correct because the real impact of chess is in the synapses, it's in how it enhances our understanding of processes, how it helps us develop frameworks to think through ideas, to solve problems. And that really is the true impact of it. But beyond all of that, chess gave me my physical identity. And understanding that I can also be intellectually inclined. And an understanding that my matters, my ideas, do matter to the world. And I went to college with scholarship because I was interested. I competed in my country, I was ranked on the top class in my country. And I played chess. I won a couple of tournaments. And 6 years ago, I decided that I was going to do the same thing about to go back to the same slums where I grew up and use chess as a vehicle, as a gateway to other opportunities for men, education, technology, and mentorship. And in these 6 years, we've impacted the lives of over 10,000 children across Africa. 11 children have gotten lifelong educational scholarships. They've won national and international tournaments. And indeed, they found their peace in the world, beyond just being victims of their parents' poverty. It gave the work that I do a new sense of meaning. Because to understand that's how to do myself. Somebody has to stand in that to bridge it, to bridge that gap, to see talent, to potential, and becoming. Potential is such an interesting thing because it's how Africa's going to define potential as the use of it as potential is nothing. It's unrealized. How do we go from taking a strong people to zero to one? How do we go from being that diversity and that humanity to how we can see, how we understand that ideas matter to the world. And this is what we are what I study in Australia is that because there's no future worth dreaming of if it doesn't include every single one of us. Including all those children in these forgotten communities, including all those children who come from drugs, including all those children that society, that are falling through the cracks of society. And it is our duty and responsibility that in all the things that we build, in all the ideas that we put out into this world, that we create solutions that include all of them. And I see that there are a lot of young people here. And I would say to you today that the future belongs to you. And it sounds like such a cliche thing to tell you that you're the future, you're the custodians of this future. You are like letters that we are sending to exam that we will not see. So it is important that we're able to invest all these things in you to help you build capacity to become custodians of that future. But let me give you a way to think about that future. Because the future of the world, even the future of Africa, will be driven by technology, at the intersection of technology and culture. But here's the thing, to really understand how to bring these two different elements together, we need a deep understanding of the fabric that holds our communities together. Technology will change. Software is a internet world. Innovation, ideas. It wouldn't matter what your certification is in a couple of years. What it boils down to is the ideas that you have, and the skills that you build, the capacity that you have, and how you're able to build that with empathy to solve problems for the world. And solving any problem comes with understanding what your community is. And you must have the sense of duty to your community, to the people who look like you, to the people who have the same culture as you. Right? Because there are thousands of millions of people who do not have a place in that world. how we put our ideas to life. To know that anything you can do, that genius that you are, that intelligence that you have, all of the things that Jesus is teaching you, all the ideas that you have, the robots that you're building, how you're leveraging artificial intelligence, in all the things that you get capacity for. We have to understand that we should create a space for the people in our community that do not have a place to go. And this is why I do what I do. And this is why I love what I do. It always comes with no personal reward. But in the end, we're building a future that includes all these children. One of the communities we work with is called Malawi. It's a large focus on the world. And Malawi is an interesting place because it's a fishing village. So 80% of the children there do not go to school. Right? The brothers have aspiration there, so children become fishermen. And it's such a tough place to be because there's a world that's much larger out there, and there's so much more to live for. But they didn't really know that. So it's impossible to tell a child from that place to dream, because there's usually no template for them to dream beyond those confines. So how do we expand those confines and show them that there's a world out there that they can aspire to? But you need to test them. It's a very village for children from the school and which way. And it's been 3 years now. And in that time, we supported the education of more than 300 children. And a lot of them are excellent chess players. And a lot of them now understand that they have a place in this world. A couple of weeks ago, a video of me playing chess went viral against 10 people. And it brought a lot of attention to me. And I thought about what I could do with this. Because this is not about me. This is about what I want the world to know. About the children with so much innate ability that we'll never get to know what they become. So I wrote a note, and I'm going to share that with you. Because we're all here in our different capacities. We all have the ability to do something within our sphere of influence. Whatever the capacity that you have, you must understand the place in using it to create honor for other people. So I wrote a note to address the video of me going viral. And I termed it Dear Dreamer. And I'm going to read this speech now, and I hope it resonates with you in some way. So I wrote, Dear Dreamer, recently the video of me playing chess against 10 people simultaneously in Germany after making rounds on the internet. This has brought a lot of attention to me, as I have gained over 200,000 followers across social media from that one video. It has been a little overwhelming for me, but I think it presents a rare opportunity to share a profound lesson. 8 years ago, I quit playing chess professionally. I was a talented kid who had won in a lot of tournaments. I had great dreams and aspirations to be a grandmaster. But I gave up along the line, partly because there was no way to finance this pursuit of personal glory. But more importantly, because I found a deeper calling to use my love and knowledge of chess as a tool for empowerment and thought. I was 21 years old at the time, so it seemed like such an unwise decision. But I took the road less traveled regardless, and it has indeed made all the difference. This birth the chess is not a project that is being taught to children society often overlooks the fighting chance. So I see this video, the old and the extraordinary talented person leading this. Each of you holds a unique talent and skill that sets you apart. When you use this talent solely for your own ambition, it brings you success, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, when you choose to share this gift with others, especially those who may never have the same opportunities, it transforms into something much more powerful. It becomes purpose. So I urge you today to look beyond personal success and envision how the talents, whether in art, science, music, eloquence, writing, teaching, technology, sports, can contribute to the greater good and keep more people a sense of belonging. While it may seem extraordinary that one man can play chess against 10 people at the same time, it does play in comparison to the most significant moves that I've ever made, which is dedicating my life and service, and ideas to the service of others. I do not ever want to be remembered as a man who beats and people in chess, but rather as a man who helps children believe that they can do great things in a small place. The true essence of our talents and gifts is realized not when we bask in the applause on stage, but when we use our stage to give a voice to those who cannot speak for themselves. So dreamer, know thyself, explore your talent, hone it, nurture it, or when the time is right, share it as a gift to the world. This is how our civilization is advanced, because men have made great talent, skill, and knowledge, have the courage and ability to share that with others. And not one of us can feel this duty done, unless they can say that because indeed, something or someone upon earth has been made just a little better. Keep going, dreamer. I hope you never stop in the world. Something new to believe in. And this is the way I do it. I feel like you were and it resonated with so many people around the world. And people were sending me pictures of the things they were now doing in their communities. And I'm reading with a smile on thought. Because to really do innovation that can change the world is hard. It is so hard to be the outlier that decides to go against the grain and solve a hard problem. Most people would rather be entertained and just do something that would require a lot of thinking. But if you believe that you have a purpose to do something much bigger than you are, one of the things that we will do now, that you get to the end of the line, is the fear of failure. And it reveals itself in so many ways. But then, I'll leave you with this. When the British colony when India wanted to get their independence from the British, they said something. They said, we don't think you're ready for independence. Because if we give you this freedom, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. Mahatma Gandhi, one of the men, really hard for India's independence. They thought very deeply about his own principles. And you know what he said? He says, freedom is not what happened without the liberty to make mistakes. So you will make mistakes and you will stumble, and you will make a lot of errors. But then you will try, and you learn from these mistakes, and you go again. And this is how the truly changes you. Not by being afraid, but by having the courage to impress our ideas, our greatness, on the world. Because in the end, everything we do, and what we are, and our communities, it matters in the grand scheme of things. So thank you very much.
It's a portrait of multi-talented creative. He's an artist, architect, author, and currently an astronaut in training. Mr. Forte joined the Lunar Research Team at Aeronautics Station for Advanced Space Mission Simulation located at the Post Military Airport in 2021. He also made the way from work days to go to our internship, which won in the Latin world. Please welcome Mr. Jesse Forte.
Do it in the streets, do it at home.
Hey, do me a favor. If you can walk, you guys get up real quick. Can you meet me over here? If you can walk, can you meet me up over here?
A lot of youth and even adults are very impulsive. We just move and we just act. And chess is also a game of like forethought, strategic thinking, critical thinking. What this game does is allow us to sit down and think through the moves that you're about to make. And what we challenge the kids to do is the moves that you see on the board, you gotta think, you gotta process. We're gonna take that same move and we're gonna try to apply that into your real world. So chess and community is the idea where chess is the way in, community is what we hope we get from it.
I have more familiarity with the UGA library, so when I came here for the first time, it was miraculous. My hometown public library was the size of this room. So to see just how many programs the library had, it's incredible to see that rather than just a hub for information, it's also a hub for community to gather and interact with each other and learn in ways that you might not learn in just a book.
You can meet new people, you can learn how to play chess, and sometimes they have things on Saturday where you can volunteer and do community service. We did like this cleaning up thing a couple of weeks ago. I get smarter, I get to meet new people, and they have snacks.
We found chess in community, and I joined. And
in 2015, 2016, I actually lived in West Africa. I lived in a place in Ghana called Seneberku. And I was a teacher. I taught Spanish, I taught English, and I worked in the slums to work with underprivileged children seeking education, homeless seeking shelter, and others seeking food. And I got mad respect for what Tunde is doing and how he's using chess to change the world globally. When I say want something, you say make it happen. You got me? When I say want something, you say make it happen. something? Want something? Want something? Hey, keep the music playing real quick. We're gonna have a little bit more fun real quick. Y'all ready for a little bit more music? Y'all ready for a little bit more music? Can we go to the next slide, too, please? I'm going to illustrate. It was on my head, the rocks in the mic. Alone I would write. Pray to God I hope you come back from the super incredible fall. Not dripping out my kids, tempted to quit the storm. That's a flow on the side, break through to a crawl. Moved on to the beat, and I knew where to fall. I knew back when I was in shit, they were from Hulu. Free on it, I got the third grip, from the Hulu. Before the legs of the street, so I like that Hulu. I'm rocking till the silver chip, and then Hulu. He came, the brothers with the refugees to the flame. Bring his wealth back to the village, all the same. He used to say, the brain, my ancestors shut the road, and get to the plane. Blood on the leaves, it's just the song that they sang against the brain. Just what they just a prince, and you know what's my face. It makes sense that the president makes my head, no, I don't get the rip on it, I'm not on it. It makes sense that the president makes my head, no, I don't get the rip on it, I'm not on it. It makes sense that the president makes my head, no, I don't get the rip on it, I'm not on it. Hey, 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 hey. Thank you. So let's go back to artistry, astronaut. Before I started doing all this training, right? So the first thing that I wanted was an artist, right? And artistry is actually allowed to become an analog astronaut. My first mission that I was in, I was actually a creative research officer. And I had to tell you, being a part of social media teams, creative communication around space, and building out a relationship with people who didn't understand space to be inspired by it. One of the first projects I ever worked on was a lunar habitat album. So I was the director for first lunar habitat album created in a light isolation analog astronaut mission, along with the first voluntary analog astronaut mission involving people. And so one thing that I'm creating right now is an opportunity for people to see space in a different lens. People who express themselves differently, and also those who never got to go to space. I'm creating a lane for that. And it's an honor, and I just want to give a shout out to everyone who's been supporting me in that way. And I just want to create a space for everyone who enjoys music, who enjoys sharing their gift in a different way and having fun. Next time, how y'all feel about it? Whoa, I'm ready to know how y'all feeling. Y'all good? I appreciate y'all. Alright, so what's crazy is I've done 7 different missions in the last 3 years. And generally speaking, I've looked at the military sector, and in order to do these 7 missions, it takes a lot longer time. I'd say I've cut, in 3.5 years, I've cut at least 7 or 10 years off of my opportunity to go to space by just completing these missions, which are all around the world. My first mission, and before it was an artist, was in Poland. Second mission, July, was in Iceland, underground in Dorman volcano, where we lived for 2.5 weeks under 25-degree temperatures. I experimented flight training, jet training, doing human performance, oxygenation, deprivation training. Advancing X, which is the program I'm part of. High Seas, which is located on the largest active volcano in Kona, Hawaii. Astronaut, which is one that I just got back from in Santander, España. They dropped us off at the bottom of a mountain. We walked about 4,500 feet above and went about 2,000 feet underground into a habitat. I was the first African-American black commander in the country of Spain. Yeah, and that was a big deal. That was a big deal because I worked myself up into this position, And, you know, I was like, I'm gonna talk to her, but I get to be the commander. And I'm like, all right, well, you gotta be here at this time. I said, say less. Say less. Well, the ticket right there, right? Because I prepared myself for it, right? I wasn't at 2021 looking at my first mission. You know, I had already been a creative research officer. And then I already done a mission specialist role. And then I had already been a vice commander. So I was like, I'm going to step into this leader position, right? And so, you gotta take small steps so you can take our beliefs from other times. Oh, yeah. When we were getting all this done, I was like, I gotta come out here and show up for Chester Conference, Chester 3 Conference. Go to the next slide. So, I gotta explain to you guys what an analog mission already is, but I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. An analog astronaut mission is a mission on Earth that we create research and science experiments on habitat life and psychology. You know, examples to understand what it would be like in space, what it would be like on Mars, how would you react in certain situations. So you get everything from heat changes to cool changes to you can only eat crackers and water for the next 3 days to your electricity and power just went out to you can't take a shower for 2.5 weeks. How are you going to stay clean, right? We go through all these type of situations because it's important to know when you go to space that these things may happen, right? So when you prepare yourself just like practice, you can go into the game and have confidence. Next. Hey, yo, let's get back to the music real quick.
Into the streets, into the home. The rest is poetry, you know it.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster in my house and stuff.
Into the books real quick. So I'm out for 4 books. My first book is called Fail Forward to Success. Second book is called Redemption, The Road Less Traveled. Third book is called Make It Happen, focusing on business and music. How I was able to take my streaming services and stream from 0 to over 8 million different people. And my last book, which is The Last Shepherd, is the last book that I just wrote a couple months ago. And it basically explains my journey to space, but it also provides opportunities for anyone who's trying to improve their life or take their life to the next level to actually look at the things that supported me in my journey and use them to advance their life. So I got a couple books out here, so afterwards, you know what I'm saying, I'm kind of seeing who wants it, right? Who's going to get it. So come up to me and we'll talk. You know, if you're a reader or if you want to become a reader, I may have a book for you. This is really important. I'm here to remind you of your dream. We come to events, we listen to people. I don't think that I'm just here for you guys to listen to me. I'm here to disrupt whatever's going on in your life so that you can remember who you get to be. I'm here to disrupt the consciousness of whatever's been programmed to tell you who you are. And I'm here to stand in my power and show you that it is possible. You can't come from a tough situation. You can't come from, you can't come from Athens and you can go and do something with your life. Right? I went to Martin High School in Gwinnett County. I played football under Cecil Flow. You know what I'm saying? My brother goes to Grayson. My other brother went to Stevenson. You know? So Georgia is a very special place to me. Of all the places that I get to visit in the world. And I share the L train. I share these things so that you guys understand. I'm just like you. I've had some struggles in my life, but I'm blessed. I think some of those things are some of the best things about myself. I wish I could write those on my resume, because those are the type of things that have allowed me to become the man I am today. I get goosebumps when I talk about being on the streets. You know, it wasn't fun, but it's something that I got to go through to grow through, right? You know, being homeless before at 16, trying to figure out where I was going to live. That was tough for me, but I'm standing here today. The dark stuff that we don't tell anybody, the dark stuff that, you know what I'm saying, we keep to ourselves. Sometimes those are some of our greatest assets. And I want you guys to know no matter what you're going through, you can make it happen. Keep going. We're going to fast forward the strings. We already talked about the music. If you guys are able to get that QR code, you'll be able to look at some of the things that I've shared, some of my music. I've heard hundreds of songs. I've performed some of the greatest artists around the world. I'm not finished yet. Go one more. Go one more. One more. One more. One more. So my whole vision is to bridge the gap between music, space, and technology by inspiring 6 billion people with my voice. And being right here in this moment has allowed me to live that dream. And I'm extremely grateful that you guys stood up. You guys got to jam out with me. We got to speak, we got to talk. And I'm truly honored by it. So these are some of the pictures with my teams. That's Dr. Cyan Proctor. She's the first female and black female astronaut pilot. That's the first African American astronaut who actually had to step down after John F. K. was assassinated. And these are just some of my shots. My team was with NARS, my first mission. Some of these shots are in Hawaii. Some of these shots are in Iceland. These are some of the spacesuits that we need to wear, that we get to study. And that's me sitting on some international plane, making a beat, making some music. Let's go one more. So, you guys have my QR code. You guys got my stuff. We'll go one more. One more. If you haven't already, go ahead and get this. Go get this on your phone if you haven't. If not, just look me up, Jesse Forte. I'm always available to connect. You guys, if you ever have any questions, need any support, need a recommendation, try to work on your flow. Rap flow, I got you. Thank you guys so much for having me here.
A lot of youth and even adults are very impulsive. We just move and we just act. And chess is also a game of like forethought, you know, strategic thinking, critical thinking. What this game does is it allows us to sit down and think through the moves that you're about to make. And what we challenge the kids to do is the moves that you see on the board, you got to think, you got to process. We're going to take that same move and we're going to try to apply that into your real world. So chess and community is an idea where chess is the way in, community is what we hope we get from it.
I have more familiarity with the UGA library, so when I came here for the first time, it was miraculous. My hometown public library was the size of this room. So to see just how many programs the library had, it's incredible to see that rather than just a hub for information, it's also a hub for community to gather and interact with each other and learn in ways that you might not learn in just a book.
You can meet new people, you can learn how to play chess, and sometimes they have things on Saturday where you can volunteer and do community service. we did like this cleaning up thing a couple of weeks ago. I get smarter, I get to meet new people, and they have snacks.
We found chess in community, and I joined, and I loved it since. I played once, and I really liked it, and I played again, and then again, and again.
So have you met some new friends with this?
Yes.
We thought this was a really great place for Jack to come, so he would, be able to meet other people and learn a pretty valuable life lesson in playing chess. Anything new is a little bit scary, but knowing that we were going to play chess kind of alleviated some of that. It allowed Jack to really kind of just be himself. Because this isn't just about chess, it's about life, it's about skills, it's about, the fusion of technology, the idea of community, that we are all one people, living in a really great community. And, we need to explore that, and what better way than by playing a game and, getting to know someone across from you really brings in, the next generation. It says, hey, the library is an important part of the social community fabric.
Oh yeah, like you see the virtual reality we have here. We was able to purchase some more chessboards. We actually have more, some of the bigger pieces that you have. So with that, we were able to really just get things that we need with the IMLS grant. It's been very vital and very helpful. The library has helped us get 3D printers. We have one program where the kids are controlling the robots, but they're expanding, they're building upon the back of the robots with 3D printers. And we had a competition here with, airplanes and drones, and the kids had to land drones. The partnership has been allowing us to do that. We had a whole tournament in here. Kids were coding, racing, and we'll have our making partners also doing chess in their library. And we'll get them some VR lenses. So our kids here will get a chance to play those kids in the library in virtual reality. So they'll be here playing chess with kids in Macon, in DC, in Atlanta.
All right, so earlier in this speech, I talked about how technology, intersection of technology and culture will shape the future of Africa and the world in ultimately. But to really understand the essence of that, and if you get an understanding of power, ultimately, to get a relationship between chess and slums and chess and community. Now, for chess and slums, our approach is using the game of chess as a tool to help you education, technology, and mentorship to young people living in slum communities. Right? That's a talent to see how we can use chess to develop frameworks, solutions, and give them opportunities to get into those development headlines. Now, chess and communities approach is given the same tool, right? Innovation and technology to help young people have that sense of belonging in a space where they are not identified. But the cultural context for all of you is quite different. The future aligns. Well, the context, culture is very different in Africa. Africa has a very interesting context, right? And our approach to solving these problems is making sure that we can get solutions that can be meaningful to the community. We can impose a solution from a goal that looks like a good idea, practically, it is not relevant to the community. So I think being able to understand that is thinking, in the local context of solving our problems. Right? When we started chess and slums, the question was chess, the editing, how would that have any relevance to triggering the enduring property that is the food? Right? So the idea of impact in this community for the longest time has always been going there to eat handouts. You see people with food. But the actual reality of that is, next day they go hungry again. So what exactly is the system now? How have you really thought deeply about solving a solution, solving a problem at a very fundamental level, scaling that up in a way that's sustainable? Right? So I have to really care that being able to remind them that chess may not necessarily be full of that table, but it was able to help them develop the capacity to think. And in doing that, we're creating a way for the community, parents, to understand the value of learning. We're creating a safe space within that community where, instead of children that are very likely to get into trouble, or a lot of vices in that community, they have a different space to learn, they have a different space to share ideas, they have a safe space to thrive. So, for understanding the needs of the community where using chess just as a tool to bring them into that space, and everything that happens there, from the mentorship to introducing to technology, to empowering them in a way that they understand the value of learning, and now channeling those finance into a partnership with our chess community, a future where transforms, Africa and companies in the United States and compete amongst the best of the world, right? And those are ideas will also be relevant in the global scale. I think if we think about it in this context, that some of our biggest problems and challenges into your opportunities. Thank you.
I want to take a moment to first say thank you all so much for being there for this annual 11th annual conference. And on behalf of Bianca Ron, she is going to join us virtually, and we're having some technical issues with the virtual link, so she couldn't be here in person. She sent her apologies, and we're going to see as far as if we can continue to get on a live stream. I know I'm not doing any justice to sit on behalf of this beautiful Bianca Ron, but I'll do my best, and I'll see if we can at least get her up. So thank you all for your patience through the process. So to add on to what Tunde was talking about, yesterday I had a conversation with him, and when we talk about innovation, when we talk about what's being needed in Athens, and then also what's being needed in Makoko, like they're two very different things, right? When we go to different third world, places around the world doing humanitarian work, we're not looking to, get the newest iPhone when it comes to innovation. Like social media isn't the most important thing. It's back to necessities, it's back to, it's back to water, it's back to irrigation, it's back to, food, it's back to, shelter. So, the question says, how do cultural differences impact the process of innovation? I think the first thing you have to understand is where are people at, and what are the next steps that are going to support them living a better life than what they do right now. So, point like that's, you got to figure out where the community is, what that community needs, and find ways in that pocket, right? Sometimes it's not cool to come from Western, New York, Arizona, Texas, and then come to the Nine or Makoko with the ideas that we thought were great for us, because sometimes those things may not be what worked for them. And again, culturally, one of the most important things that I've learned, my humanitarian work is that you come with an open heart to learn from the people, to see how they do things, and see if there are initiatives that will support that. Because at the end of the day, things is wrong. A lot of times we do come in with these NGOs and 501c3s, these humanitarian projects with a mindset of, hey, this is what works for us, and actually this is like, and the problems and see if there are small initiatives first before starting with an outlaw on the project.
Thank you. Our next question is, can you share any triumphs and or challenges you have experienced when collaborating with people from different cultural backgrounds or simply different lived experiences than you?
right? Sometime in 2020, just before COVID, we were during COVID, right? So, I mean, the entire world was locked down. And we used to like go to the communities, to teach the kids at the Saturday and Sunday. And I remember when we started, like, a lot of the children going into very basic English. And to me, it was, how do we reimagine education for these kids in a way that, they understand that education beyond walls of the classroom is a capacity for us. So we thought about using as a way to give them that beginning education. But we had 2 years, and all of a sudden, COVID happened. There was no way to reach them anymore. And personally, I was a very involved. I started thinking about how we could still impact the kids and super education and learning stuff. And the only way to do that was through technology. So I thought we can really get iPads and laptops. The children could continue to learn chess online and also play with other kids around the world. They didn't have that exposure yet. Right? They're only interested in their community and understood the impact amongst themselves. So I started sending emails to a couple of organizations in the US. Chess Kid, for example, I told them, hey, we get online accounts and devices. We got them, got some support, and we realized that kids, some of them have never seen a laptop computer before. And to me, that was a realization that, that was completely like standing back. Because I just felt like I screamed. They're like, oh, what is this? What is this doing? They just consider that maybe some of them. And maybe they thought about reality too, because the first time I ever saw a computer was usually when we went out for tournaments and some other kids at the other school. And the time was already 6:10. So we got able to taught them how to use it, we got them how to use it to get information on the internet, we taught them how to use the internet, and we created an online account. And we organized a match between our kids, in Corridor. And they played. And the game ended, the match ended in a draw. I think it was 3-3. And these kids, this small place, this really small village, very little exposure education, helped them to draw, very good players, I think, at the UC Merton. And afterwards, we had an analysis session where the players got to talk about the game, their faults, the mistakes, and it was such a deeply profound moment that we're able to find common ground. And just became such a universal language to endear both of them from this place, to the Collection of the university, and the youth were very around in the university, and I had to meet the vice chancellor. They were like, oh, let's form a partnership where one of the most talented, intelligent kids can come to UC Merton on full ride scholarship, right? And so we had that conversation and that partnership. And I'm saying this because typically a lot of what we did was within the context of the community that was serving, right? But we found a way to cross culture, right? And take chat, which is like universal language, and use it as a way to connect with, a different culture and people. And for the children, it gave them a new experience of people and places, beyond the confines of the environment. Now we see that people to chat, and this people also think about it in this way, right? So, finally, getting back to the question, that is one time, and I think that is one proud moment of how, we can really think about that convergence, despite different cultural contexts, there has to be convergence at both of us, where there can be a mutually beneficial relationship, where value is given and value is taken on both sides. So it shouldn't be just one party giving handout or the other party just taking as being the pitiable one. No, we must not think about it from that perspective. As it changes the entire dynamics of our relationship. So when we think about exchanging value across cultural contexts, there has to be give and take there. So it was a good opportunity for our kids, and now one of them gets a scholarship. some point. And for them, it was an experience to understand that these children also have incredible intellectual capacity to play against some of the best in the world. Right? And slowly we need to change our perception of what happens in Africa, what happens in Nigeria, and what we can really do to continue to build that future that includes always. Thank you very much.
In 2017, with the assistance of the Uganda family, we took a group of kids, 8 of us and 2 others, to visit a group about Ethiopia. And these kids from Georgia, in some cases, many of them have never left the community. A major challenge that a major hurdle we encountered was 2 weeks before we were about to take off. Somebody brought into my car and stole all of the kids' passports and visas. 2 weeks before. So a lot of times these challenges, COVID hit, we've had to restructure everything. For young people, challenges is going to happen. You're going to have obstacles that come in your way. What that did was we had the ability to rally not only the Athens community, but the entire state of Georgia. And literally within days, we were able to get new passports, new visas, we were able to take the kids to Ethiopia, right? So part of that trip was an eye-opener. A lot of times, as Jesse said, we come into spaces with our mindsets. We understand the world. We're the greatest country in the world, right? That's the kind of mindset that we walk into spaces with. And when we go into these spaces, we get humbled in a lot of ways. We get an opportunity to learn all over again. We get an opportunity to see the world from the mindset and from the experience of other kids. And that was one of the most valuable lessons we learned in Ethiopia when we went there in 2017. So we have the theme, innovation across borders. We're currently dealing with a lot of border issues here in the States and all over the world. Everybody's dealing with border issues, right? We see that this massive wealth is unbalanced and people are migrating in so many different places and a lot of borders are being shut. And I can understand why, for safety, for security, but what do we lose when we just shut borders, when we shut ourselves from experiences like this? Reaching out to Tunde and the phenomenal work he's doing in not only Nigeria, Uganda, Kenya, and other places, and allowing us to share ideas. These are the things that we're doing. These are the modalities that we use to develop and to engage with people here. And he was able to share some of the things that he was doing. And being able to share some of those ideas. And now here we are in 2024, he's sitting on the stage and we're going to be working together on many different things. Right? So the whole idea of innovation across borders. One thing Bianca and some of the space folks showed me is once you leave the planet, you realize that all the borders don't mean nothing. Once you leave this planet, you look back at this dot with water, it means nothing. At this point, if we go forward in another race of beings, we become a human race, right? So all these artificial borders that we create is what eventually we dismantled, right? So innovation across borders is about us thinking beyond the walls that we create and finding ways for us to really start to engage in other places. And the most important thing to do is to plant that seed into the minds of these young people. Allow them to see that there are opportunities beyond borders. Don't allow borders to stop you from growing, from integrating, from talking with other cultures, other races, other people.
Peace. I got 2 short ones for you. About 2 weeks ago, I was coming from Austria. I took a flight from Austria to Paris to Miami. Miami to Atlanta, my brother won the state championship at Grayson against Pekin. Go Grayson. And then from Chicago to LA. And in the last 30 minutes of that flight, I was exhausted. I think I done about 35, almost 40 hours of flight time. And the pilot on the intercom goes, we need a first responder or a doctor, And I was not halfway asleep at that time, but I stood up and kind of, addressed what was going on. And I looked in the back of the plane and I see, a young black dude, like he's dreads, and he's just kind of out of it. He's just like slumped over. One man's holding him up. And shout out to the Marine that was holding him up and noticed, that something was going on with him. So I go to the back, and the flight attendants are all over this guy. And I'm like, hey, the flight attendant goes, do you use restroom? I'm like, no, I'm here to help. And, she doesn't know anything about me, but she's like, well, how, like, what qualifies you? Like, I've worked in, like, deprivation, oxygen training on flights and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure, like, I can support and see what's going on. She probably gave me okay, moved the guy out of the way. And the first thing that I noticed is this guy's got, like, 5-6 layers of clothes on. Coming from Chicago to LA, that's a temperature change, right? We don't know how much water he's got. Is he dehydrated? We also lost oxygen in the cabin. So there's a few different things that are going on. Maybe potential hypoxia, maybe a little bit of oxygen deprivation, maybe something's, that gets up prior to the flight. So I asked, the flight attendants to help with his clothes off. We get some ice, we get some napkins, put them on his shoulders, put some ice on his head, and he goes like that. Now, he's still not responding, so I went on the intercom with the pilot and I said, we may need an emergency landing in the next 3 to 5 minutes, I'll let you know. Let's copy that. I get back to the guy, he didn't respond. And so give me 2 thumbs up. Gives me the thumbs up. So that's good. And what's your name? He told me Terry. Terry wasn't his name, but that's a whole other story. Long story short, we ended up getting talking, standing up, got him out of the airplane successfully into the medic, but it's great that you have people on the flight that can support you when anything like that happens. Second thing, when it comes to issues or conflicts with people, there was a time when I did a mission in Iceland, with the Chill Iceland, we brought 32 people from 16 different countries onto a farm. And we were located about 5 miles away from a dormant volcano where we were doing an Aeronautics astronaut mission. We literally set up a whole campsite under an underground volcano. And but we got all 32 people at the farm inside the house. And let me tell you, the first day that farm was stanky. It's like 32 different people from all different types of places. And so it's like, all right, for me, I gotta say something about this because I'm not gonna be living with y'all for a month. We ain't gonna do this for 34 days. So let's set some boundaries. It's like, all right, showers are really important. We can take them in here, but we can't take them in the volcano. Second, socks. All right, we'll do socks. But yeah, so with other people, sometimes they don't know that, or maybe I don't know that, or maybe someone else doesn't, but it's about creating open communication so that we're all on the same page and both people understand happiness, or like not trying to be rude, it's just like these things are bothering. They can have more of an understanding, they're a little bit supportive.
We're going to get ready. I know we got to get tired with the chest. We're going to get the chest started soon.
All right, the final question.
How can we unite people from different parts of the world with opposing views to work together to address global challenges?
So I asked a man who mentors Apollo astronauts, who's mentored over 50 different astronauts in the last 3 decades. I said, what's the commonality? Like, what's the greatest thing that you see between the astronauts and then the greats, right? The great astronauts, the Buzz Aldrins, the Dr. Science Proctors, the big dogs, right? What do you think he told me? Like, any guesses? Like, what makes a great astronaut? Any guesses? Anybody? Consistency? teamwork, passion. Right, so in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, like, it's gotta be, mathematician, they gotta be brilliant, they gotta be fit, they gotta, you know what I'm saying, be like high, crazy AQ genius. And he said, Jesse, the best astronauts are good people. And to me, that was just like, well, yeah, but like, what do you mean? You gotta understand when you're on a flight, each person represents about 13 to 15 other individuals, meaning that your responsibilities are no longer one job. You now hold 13 different jobs and you have to be held accountable for it. But on top of that, you want somebody that's not going to pull the eject button. And so we got to ask ourselves, like, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? And do the people around me believe that I'm here to support them too? And when you realize that we're all on this spaceship called Earth, and that we're all going on orbit around the sun, you start to realize that we're already in space. And so, one thing that's going to support all of us is being good people. It's showing up for ourselves first, which means taking care of business, getting the job done, going to work, being a great friend, mother, father, brother, sister, auntie. But it's also opening the door up and being open to other people. Some people may look different than us. Some people may do different things. That's totally fine. Maybe we can learn something from them. And just take an open mindset wherever you go. Whenever you see somebody that's a little bit different, a little bit odd, a little bit quirky, what can you learn from that person? That's going to help.
All right, so uniting the world is such a complex thing, and this is why you see like there's so much division in the world right now. There's so much politics, and a lot of people like to pontificate about being good people, but at the core of it, a lot of people are not good people, right? And it comes from a place of like deep, preconceived biases that we have about certain people, about certain places. And a good example, like I mentioned earlier, is the Nigerian prince, George. And it has become such a harmful narrative. Like when I tell you about Nigeria, you just say that expression because it's interesting because they have just that simple story about Nigeria, or it's cameras and Nigerian things. And it's a lot of people. So that if you get on something and say, you get that all the time, you want to show them your passport, or it's your side, you want to search you differently, and you just want to go to Nigeria. And it's something that is very reputation for people all the time. But that is the single story about Nigeria. And the danger of the single story is not that it's true. Just like Nigeria, every country in the world has its bad eggs. In fact, Nigeria is in the top 10 people as a combined, right? Which is interesting, like we're not in the top 10. But then the most popular tip is the most notorious one, right? So it's interesting that it's the single story, and that single story has attracted a lot of young people, and you really prevent them from getting so many global opportunities. But again, the danger of the single story is not that it is untrue, but that it is incomplete. Right? And what we probably have in the story is the bias we have. We miss such a good opportunity to experience, the people or the place for yourself, without flags and so, without, the media as, media as one of five, values. So the first thing we do is we have to be open-minded to learn about the people, about the culture, right? About the good, the bad, and the ugly, and to make our judgments based on appearance. It's not feeding to that stereotype that has been propagated by the media. So when we open our minds to learn this, and now you know Tunde Onakoya. You know Tunde Onakoya is a great guy. It's a complex of endurance as well, right? And that's something that should help give you reason to know that in terms of your people, right? If we go out from the practice, we have this one system in the media, and we have to it's obviously pretty easy that what does. And there's so many different parts and facets, right? One conversation of define many people. So we need to be more open-minded. But we need to really understand that what we really do is all of us. Right? Technology is making the world just one global village. And I'll tell you something. If you walk into a building and you see a child drowning, you see a child who is a kid drowning in the water. That's what is going off immediately. Would it matter whether they're from another country? Would it matter the color of his skin? Would it matter the language of his skin? All that doesn't matter because you understand the urgency of the situation. That is what the world is right now. You know, there's this urgency that we need to love each other and to find ways to connect deeply with other people. And this is what we use chess as such a powerful tool. Like music as well. It's a universal language that transcends all of this across class, gender, disability. Anybody can play chess. You can learn to love anyone if you truly know the story. And I think that's how it truly matters.
I'm just going to leave with a few words from some of my social practice, and it is you meet the person right? And too often we come into spaces and we try to engage people from where we're at rather than where they're at. And I'm also guilty of that. I'm 40-some-year-old mind. I go to a kid, I'm like, how do you not understand this, this, and this? It's like, I'm a kid. We're looking at trying to explain the situation to kids from all of the years of our experience, from all of the years, from all the things that we've encountered, and we try to allow the kids to see that in that 1 or 2 minutes. We're addressing situations from where we are at and not where they're at. When we start to see the global problems, the global issues that we're having, we have to take a step back and say, look, I may see this, I may go this way, I may like this kind of music versus that kind of music, but let me take a minute to try to understand the person I'm talking to. Not psychoanalyze the person I'm talking to, not looking at the person I'm talking to through my own lenses, my own biases, and the reality is we all have it. We have biases towards police officers, right? We police officers, we have those things, but when we learn to see the person, not just with the gun, but the person behind that, right? Not with the historical narrative that's been created about what black people are, what white people are, what Latino people are, what Nigerians are, all these different labels we give ourselves. If we take a moment to look past that and say, let me try to understand the person in front of me and try to see where they're at, I think that's a way that we can at least stop the process, stop the conversation in a real way.
We actually have one more question for this section. It's from the Nigerian kids. It's from supporting specifically. Considering your ability to inspire others across different fields, what advice would you offer to young people in Africa grappling with the decision to pursue multiple interests? We would appreciate it if you make it brief because we don't have much time.
It's a tough question to answer because we gotta understand that the differences in Africa are a lot different than they are here in the States, right? But the most important thing is to have a dream, to write it down, and to find some type of way to work on that dream. It doesn't have to be crazy. Even just thinking about it for 5 minutes, how it would make you feel, what you want to do with that dream. Maybe going outside, pursuing it, practicing by yourself. And that's something that we can take in the States, we can take it in Africa, we can take it in Asia, South America. It doesn't matter, but also realizing what kind of issues that you're experiencing, right? So never let go of the dream, never forget who you get to be, and try to do something every day that'll help you get toward them.
Thank you. That's all the time we have for today. We are so grateful for each of your thoughtful contributions to our discussion of innovation across borders. Your expertise and perspectives have added valuable insights to our conversation today.
And let's give it up for these phenomenal hosts right here, man.
We appreciate your time, knowledge, and passion, and we look forward to continuing these discussions and fostering innovation together. Thank you.
Number one, I want to take a moment and thank you all for coming into this space. I want you to first put a round of applause for yourself for taking the time and coming out here today. We are about to conclude the speaking part of testing community, and then we're going to go into what we call the mental blood sport. We have a grandmaster. We have some masters of chess in this space, and they cannot wait to engage with everyone. But before we go there, if you can, testing community youth, only please stand up. All of y'all stand up, please. Please give a round of applause for these young men. In fact, can we get y'all to come up on stage real quick? Just come on up on stage. One more time, y'all. Let's get some love for these young men. All right, and young ladies. I'm sorry, young men and young ladies. All right. We take a long time, we work with them. It's about meeting kids where they're at, and these young people, we meet every Saturday. We do chess, we do debates, we do all kinds of things, and the whole idea is to get them to be the next generation of leaders that our community, our country, our world needs. So one more time for these young leaders, just the community. Two, I want to take a moment to recognize all of our board members. If you're still in this space, please stand up, our board members. We have some board members. Okay, there you go, some of them. Let's bring up our board. Right? I know it takes a lot of work. You know, sometimes people believe that we have millions and millions of dollars to do all this work, but we are often operating off of a shoestring budget. And we're able to put on conferences. This is our 11th annual conference. We've given over $50,000 over the last 11 years to young people going to college. And we're only getting started. So one more time, y'all give it up for our board and for our young people. Now to Tunde, my brother Tunde, where you at? Man, you don't know how much I appreciate you, man. Your spirit, your heart. And over the last couple of months, we've been just sitting down talking and Brother Emmanuel, right? And they're actually giving me my new name. My new name is going to be Aeronautics. And before I leave, I'm definitely going to be wearing mine as well, right? So thank you so much, big brother, and all of the young people that are streaming it live. Today, you're doing some phenomenal work. I know everybody's recognizing you for the chess, but you're so much more than chess, and you know. And the work that you're doing across the continent is phenomenal and is inspiring. It inspires me. So this is why we had to bring you here. And I really deeply appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you sincerely. All right? And then, okay, as we know, we have to respect the codes. Everyone, please stand up after the emergency is cleared. We'll bring everybody back to the chat. Walk, please walk.
I think it's so important for young folks to know that the world is theirs, right? Don't take for granted that the courthouse or that those positions or the teacher or superintendent, that's for somebody else. Rather than just living in the world, then they can become part of the world. That's what chess and community does.
Life is like a game of chess. Every move you make has a reaction, and you should be prepared for that action. Thinking before you move is, it's like a way of living, you know? It's getting you to understand that every action has a consequence.
It's so much more than just chess. It's a learning opportunity. It's an experience. It's a movement that you just feel so great being a part of.
I love chess and community. I think it's a vital organization within our community. This is definitely one of those groundbreaking organizations that's really making an impact in our kids' lives.
We see what generational trauma, we see what is taking place in this community and many communities with youth violence, with lack of resources. I'm a poet. That's where I find my energy, my life, my calling is poetry. But I realized that poetry alone wasn't going to do it. When I got into the Department of Juvenile Justice, I was able to see a lot of the youth that was just kind of caught and stuck in this cycle. And that's when I said, you know what? I got to figure out a way to have these kids see how systems around them work. And I figured that chess was the best tool that we can use in that space. So it was like, yo, you're a warrior, but you got to be a warrior for the light. You got to be a warrior for the good thing, man. Don't be used as a pawn on this chessboard. Let me show you a different way of looking at the world through a chess game. How does the systems around you work? How does the systems around you operate? How does each piece on that chessboard correlate with something you're experiencing in your neighborhood, in your community, in your life? If I can get you to think 5, 10 moves ahead on the board, then I can translate that to your day-to-day. What's your 5-year plan? What's your 10-year plan? You're gonna be a pawn on somebody's chessboard. So you better know how to move. You better learn how the pawn moves and how you can graduate into something different. After a while, it grew to the point where it was like, I couldn't see all of these young men in 1 week. Because after a while, it was like 30 kids, 40 kids come in. And it was like, okay, we got something here.
Programming is essential. We need more programming to expose kids to things that they may not otherwise be exposed to. Doing what I do, I see a lot of kids that may not ever get the chance to leave Clark County. There are other things in the world that they can experience and engage in and be a part of and give them exposure to a skill set that, you know, may change their lives.
We all had different life experiences. Some of them were really deep caught up into the DJJ system. Some of them didn't know what it was. At the end of the day, I think we all had some type of hope. Though chess was the medium used, life really opened me up to a lot of experiences. Even traveling, I had never been out of Georgia at the time. And just going to DC and meeting other young Black people who were interested in the same things that I was interested in was amazing to me.
I feel like this organization brought me so many different opportunities. We had the entrepreneurship camp and I was able to lead my group twice and win first place. I think it helped push my drive for being in the business world and entrepreneurship world.
You don't have really many Black people in STEM. So for this program to even introduce something like that, especially here in this town, was revolutionary.
I don't even understand coding, but to see them smile and have a good time and compete, and of course with money at the end, that made my heart full.
The kids are building the robots, coding robots, and programming those robots to move chess pieces, right? So we keep the chess as the theme, and how do we use that thought process to expand and build upon our community? What are the plans around you? What's the plan for the Clark County? So now we're gonna go to mayors and commissioners meeting where they can sit down and they can see who's your commissioner? What district do you live in? Who hires and fires the police? Who hires and fires the city manager? And show that you sit on top of that pyramid because it's your tax dollars that keeps everything functioning. But when you don't understand that, then you don't see yourself as having power. It's one thing when we're developing kids, but after you develop these kids, after you give them these skill sets, how and when do we actually get to see it in practice? So the conference was something that we designed as a way we're going to develop the kids throughout the years, through debates, through public speaking, and by the time for the conference, they now have to lead the conference. And all of that is part of them being in these spaces. So in the future, when you're in college, and you have to, it's like, I'm used to this, because I've been doing this since middle school.
Just working with this program has been a growing experience for me, as far as learning how to intelligently have a conversation, learning how to manage my own finances, learning what trust funds were, NFTs, you know what I'm saying, stock, Bitcoin.
We have about 13 places that want to get chess and community online in those cities. We barely have the funding to develop it here. That is going to change. And over the next 10 years, we want to raise enough resources so that we're able to duplicate what we're doing in multiple cities, and all roads lead back to Athens. So while we're making a great impact now on youth, on our community, imagine the impact we can have with full funding.
You can't be selfish. This is not selfish work. This is kind of like God work. If you care about the community, if you love the kids, how can you not do something, right?
Welcome to Chess and Community 5.0. The last 10 years with Chess and Community was a lot of in-person development. Debates, chess, meeting at the libraries, meeting throughout the community. The next 10 years, as you can see, we're going to engage our youth in the mixed reality, metaverse, virtual reality space. Why is this important? This is going to allow us to link all of our communities in this space where the kids can learn to play chess together. And at the same time, we will get opportunity to debate with those kids in these spaces. Our kids will learn how to engage the metaverse responsibly, and most important, they will learn how to build these worlds. The future is now. We have to be a part of the change. We cannot allow our communities to get left behind in this new revolution. Be a part of the change, support us in that process, join our team, be a part of the action. Welcome to Chess and Community 5.0 in the metaverse.
Join us at the 11th Annual Chess and Community Conference on March 23rd in Athens, Georgia. Come witness the fusion of chess and innovation and be inspired by our collaboration with NASA and Chess in Slums Africa. Young minds, cosmic vision, innovation across borders, because we are taking chess to new dimensions. You are the future of chess and community. Register now and take your place among the stars. This is not just an event, it's a cosmic exploration. See you there.
A lot of youth and even adults are very impulsive. We just move and we just act. And
I woke up to the morning sky first. Baby blue, just like we rehearsed. When I get up off this ground, I shake leaves back down to the brown, 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 till I'm clean. Then the walk I'll be shaded by the trees, by a meadow of green, for about a mile. I'm headed to town, 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 in style, with all my favorite colors, yes sir, all my favorite colors, like my sisters and my brothers, see them like no other, all my favorite colors. It's a good day to be, a good day for me, a good day to see my favorite colors, colors. My sisters and my brothers, they see them like no other, all my favorite colors. Now take me to the other side, with a bitty bluebird fly, in gray clouds or white walls or blue skies, we gon' fly, feel alright. We gon' yeah. They sound like yeah. The least I can say, I anticipate a homecoming parade as we renegade in the morning light, with all my favorite colors, yes sir. They told me that. Look, I think about it.
All right. We're about to start the chess portion soon. But before we do that, I want to take a moment to recognize our sponsors, our collaborators on NASA, the Dream Engine, and Chess and Slums Africa. Right? Those are our collaborators. Then we have our sponsors as Kathy and Grady Thrasher, Kathy Prescott and Grady Thrasher, University of Georgia. We have the Dante Robson Foundation, 3D Chance, Spencer Fry, Chip, Rush, Athens, Chamber of Commerce, Athens Housing Authority, E. Carson Foundation, Barbaritos. You got Burtis and Catherine Downs. We got Ed and Susan Vista. We got the Sheriff Department, and we have Grizzlies Transportation. Grizzlies is in the building. I see you. So one more time, if y'all can, maybe put some noise together for all of my sponsors, please. Without them, we would not be doing this. All right? And I know sometimes during the stage, we get very passionate. And we get up and we speak and we engage. And we put a lot of great work. They told me not to talk too much because I might set the fire alarm back off with all the fine words that I'm saying, right? But I just want to take a moment to recognize and thank my brother Jesse Forte, right, for coming up and blazing and engaging the stage. And so some people, I know their energy, and sometimes you go up there and get passionate, and a few cuss words must have slipped out, right? But on behalf of Chess community, it was all in the spirit of trying to bring things together. So on behalf of that, we apologize if any cuss words offended any kids or anything, right? But one more time, Brother Jesse, I appreciate you. Make sure that y'all stay in touch with Brother Jesse, right? We also have an actual older astronaut, Lemuel. I actually have the name. Lemuel Patterson, Mr. Patterson. Mr. Patterson. All right, we have Mr. Patterson. Right, he is in the building. Thank you so much for traveling up there. My name is Lemuel as well. So I haven't married too many Lemuels in my life. So Mr. Patterson, it's a good opportunity if you want to meet another astronaut who has done these missions, who's been out there, Mr. Patterson can definitely give you some great conversation. Now with that, one more time for our DJ. That's my DJ. Good DJ. All right. We have our young DJ in the building. Thank you so much for DJing this space. Thank you so much for bringing all the energy, personality. Thank you so much for bringing your team and all that what you do. And I want to take a moment to thank all of the Chester community team. Thank you all so much. I know it's a lot. We do so much. But thank you all so much. Asia, Napcot, thank you all so much. Where's Dave? And just thank you so much to all of the Chester community team for all the work that we put together to make it happen. Now this part, we're going to go into the chess tournament. As we know, we have a cash prize lined up, and we also going to have a piece of the robotics. Being that time has been altered, we're going to have to shift a few things. However, we want to make sure that we still get the essence of everything out. We also have an art competition. I see my brother Broderick in the building. He put up a cash prize. So if you haven't got a chance, we see artwork around the side, and we can also vote so we can at least identify an artist. The artist were able to draw pictures of NASA, of space, and chess, and we have some of the artwork on the side, and you can get to vote on who those artists are, right? So with that said, David, with Dave, all the chess players, if you're ready to play some chess, say yeah. Okay, we're about to get started, right? So if you haven't done yet, please go in the hallway to the right, and you will talk with David and his team, Mr. Scott. Mr. Scott, please raise your hands. Please follow Mr. Scott, and we're gonna go there. We're gonna get the chess tournament started. DJ, go give it to them.
Yo, you want this over there? You want this over there? You want to sleep in?
I think it's so important for young folks to know that the world is theirs, right? Don't take for granted that the courthouse or that those positions or the teacher or superintendent, that's for somebody else. Rather than just living in the world, then they can become part of the world. That's what chess and community does.
Life is like a game of chess. Every move you make has a reaction, and you should be prepared for that action. Thinking before you move is it's like a way of living, you know? It's getting you to understand that every action has a consequence.
It's so much more than just chess. It's a learning opportunity. It's an experience. It's a movement that you just feel so great being a part of.
I love chess and community. I think it's a vital organization within our community. This is definitely one of those groundbreaking organizations that's really making an impact in our kids' lives.
We see what generational trauma, we see what is taking place in this community and many communities with youth violence, with lack of resources. I'm a poet. That's where I find my energy, my life, my calling is poetry. But I realized that poetry alone wasn't going to do it. When I got into the Department of Juvenile Justice, I was able to see a lot of the youth that was just kind of caught and stuck in this cycle. And that's when I said, you know what? I got to figure out a way to have these kids see how systems around them work. And I figured that chess was the best tool that we can use in that space. So it was like, yo, you're a warrior, but you got to be a warrior for the light. You got to be a warrior for the good thing, man. Don't be used as a pawn on this chessboard. Let me show you a different way of looking at the world through a chess game. How does the systems around you work? How does the systems around you operate? How does each piece on that chessboard correlate with something you're experiencing in your neighborhood, in your community, in your life? If I can get you to think 5, 10 moves ahead on the board, then I can translate that to your day-to-day. What's your 5-year plan? What's your 10-year plan? You're gonna be a pawn on somebody's chessboard. So you better know how to move. You better learn how the pawn moves and how you can graduate into something different. After a while, it grew to the point where it was like, I couldn't see all of these young men in 1 week. Because after a while, it was like 30 kids, 40 kids come in. And it was like, okay, we got something here.
Programming is essential. We need more programming to expose kids to things that they may not otherwise be exposed to. Doing what I do, I see a lot of kids that may not ever get the chance to leave Clark County. There are other things in the world that they can experience and engage in and be a part of and give them exposure to a skill set that, you know, may change their lives.
We all had different life experiences. Some of them were really deep caught up into the DJJ system. Some of them didn't know what it was. At the end of the day, I think we all had some type of hope. Though chess was the medium used, life really opened me up to a lot of experiences. Even traveling, I had never been out of Georgia at the time. And just going to DC and meeting other young Black people who were interested in the same things that I was interested in was amazing to me.
I feel like this organization brought me so many different opportunities. We had the entrepreneurship camp and I was able to lead my group twice and win first place. I think it helped push my drive for being in the business world and entrepreneurship world.
You don't have really many Black people in STEM. So for this program to even introduce something like that, especially here in this town, was revolutionary.
I don't even understand coding, but to see them smile and have a good time and compete, and of course with money at the end, that made my heart full.
The kids are building robots, coding robots, and programming those robots to move chess pieces, right? So we keep the chess as the theme, and how do we use that thought process to expand and build upon our community? What are the plans around you? What's the plan for the Clark County? So now we're gonna go to mayors and commissioners meeting. where they can sit down and they can see who's your commissioner, what district do you live in, who hires and fires the police, who hires and fires the city manager, and show that you sit on top of that pyramid because it's your tax dollars that keeps everything functioning. But when you don't understand that, then you don't see yourself as having power. It's one thing when we're developing kids, but after you develop these kids, after you give them these skill sets, how and when do we actually get to see it in practice? So the conference was something that we designed as a way we're going to develop the kids throughout the years, through debates, through public speaking, and by the time for the conference, they now have to lead the conference. And all of that is part of them being in these spaces. So in the future, when you're in college and you have to, it's like, I'm used to this because I've been doing this since middle school.
Just working with this program has been a growing experience for me, as far as learning how to intelligently have a conversation, learning how to manage my own finances, learning what trust funds were, NFTs, you know what I'm saying, stock, Bitcoin.
We have about 13 places that want to get chess and community online in those cities. We barely have the funding to develop it here. That is going to change. And over the next 10 years, we want to raise enough resources so that we're able to duplicate what we're doing in multiple cities, and all roads lead back to Athens. So while we're making a great impact now on youth, on our community, imagine the impact we can have with full funding.
You can't be selfish. This is not selfish work. This is kind of like God work. If you care about the community, if you love the kids, how can you not do something, right?
Welcome to Chess and Community 5.0.
Join us at the 11th Annual Chess and Community Conference on March 23rd in Athens, Georgia. Come witness the fusion of chess and innovation and be inspired by our collaboration with NASA and Chess in Slums Africa. Young minds, cosmic vision, innovation across borders, because we are taking chess to new dimensions. You are the future of chess and community. Register now and take your place among the stars. This is not just an event, it's a cosmic exploration. See you there.
I woke up to the morning sky first. Baby blue, just like we rehearsed. When I get up off this ground, I shake leaves back down to the brown, 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 till I'm clean. Then the walk I'll be shaded by the trees, by a meadow of green, for about a mile. I'm headed to town, 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 in style, with all my favorite colors, yes sir, all my favorite colors, right.
ready for a journey that expands your mind beyond the horizon. Join us at the 11th Annual Chess and Community Conference on March 23rd in Athens, Georgia. Come witness the fusion of chess and innovation and be inspired by our collaboration with NASA and Chess in Slums Africa. Young minds, cosmic vision, innovation across borders, because we are taking chess to new dimensions. You are the future of chess and community. Register now and take your place among the stars. This is not just an event, it's a cosmic exploration. See you there.